Welcome back, one and all, to the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Last time, we arrived in a border gate, nearly got arrested, but Professor Alba came to our aid. He's doing Professor Alba things here. Got me a bottle of water. I keep wanting to hit the fucking left bumper to bring up the map, but I know it's the button that looks like two pictures trying to fuck each other. That goes to the Grancel City. And go over to the scenic route. Okay.
Piece of cake.
It'd be wise to fight a few monsters here just to gain some experience to get a level or two. Smack. Joshua, I swear to God.
We're good to go.
It ran away like a bitch. So I didn't get anything for that. You there. Army unit. No tourists are allowed at the Royal Villa. Did you not see the ordinance that was posted all over the city streets? We're not citizens of Grancel. We just recently came here by way of the gate. Travelers. Hard to believe anyone would want to walk on the highway with all the terrorist activity. Talk about reckless. Setting aside the terrorist discussion for a second, what is the Royal Villa? It's a small palace to the east where the royal family resides. I was given to understand that the townsfolk often went there to relax. Sorry, but it's off limits for now. The army's using it as a base of operations for the investigation. You don't say. The roads are hereby off limits. But I suggest you keep you'd keep away. Just to make sure there are no mistakes, one of you for a bad guy. Well, that's certainly grim. Personally, being told not to go somewhere just makes me want to go there and see what all the fuss is about. What do you say we go poke around there and see what we can see? It's not that I'm not curious. We did just get a warning, so I think it's best to hold off for now. There may be actual terrorists like the soldier said. I think the intelligence division is just using royal guardsmen and bracers as scapegoats. Estelle! You really need not to say things like that out loud. If someone overhears you, then we're apt to get caught up in it. You're right. Intelligence, what now? Let's see. It's nothing. Let's head to the city. Hell Mars. A ferocious flying... whatever. Oh, you're going straight for the professor. You're an asshole. I can't say I blame you. He looks like a bitch. And Joshua gained a level. And there Estelle got a level. Estelle learned Barrage, a new S-craft. Yes. That's to another gate. No point going there.
Piece of cake.
Well, that went down without much of a fight. The southern block of Grancel. The city's freaking huge. Dad used to take me here a long time ago, but was it really this big? What is the biggest city in the kingdom? Grancel Castle's just past the main road. That's where the Queen lives. There's also Grancel Cathedral, the Grand Arena, and the embassies. You sure know a lot. You must have been here before. Yeah, when I was little. My, no worries how many times I see it, the city still amazes me. Purely in terms of scale, I believe the Imperial and Republican capitals are larger. But neither feels as elegant or as refined as Grancel. I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to hear a foreigner complimenting your country. Which reminds me, what do you plan to do now, Professor? Are you going to be okay with staying in a hotel? I have something else in mind. I intend to go bug the folks at the History Museum. Grancel has one of those? They did find ancient artifacts and put them on display there. Yes, and I'll be staying there as a guest associate. You two should pay a visit. Museums are awfully formal for my taste. If we do come by, are you going to give us a bunch of lessons? If that is your wish, then I shall certainly do my best. Just kidding, though. I do think that checking out all the exhibits would be fun. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, he's just as happy-go-lucky as ever. What's this guest associate thing, though? Is he a famous scholar? Well, most likely. Now, we should probably stop in at the local guild branch. Yeah. And it's just right here. And there's Normal Factory. Weapon store? Yes. Not much here. Can only afford one of these. Okay. That's all I can afford. God, this game runs through money like it's nothing. May fortune smile upon you. With everyone together, I think we may just succeed. Now we're talking. Karna! I don't know who you are. Annalise. And Kurt. Pardon our intrusion. Estelle and Joshua. Karna, fancy meeting you here. Yes, and we met once during the whole Sky Bandit incident. Oh, this guy. Huh, I guess we did bump into this guy. You were the rookies with Charizard. Long time no see. What brings you all to Grancel? I'll field that one. I have to hurry or else they'll be late. Oh, you're right. We'll talk later. We gotta get going. See you later, rookies. Pardon me. It's gotta be awesome to be a full-fledged bracer. Indeed, they look pretty tough. But you were talking about something when we came in. Was that what I think it was? Indeed. They're leaving to participate in the fighting tournament. Sorry. I'm Estelle Bright, currently of the Zeiss branch. Joshua Bright, same affiliation. I'm Elenan. Welcome to the Grancel branch. Miss Kalika got in touch with me and informed me that the two of you would be coming soon. Could I get you to go ahead and change your affiliation? Certainly. You're the children of Cassius, aren't you? Yes. You know him? Oh yes, I'm ever in his debt. It is true that he set out on a journey from which he has not yet returned. Yeah. He hasn't been home in quite some time. He did write us a letter. But he failed to mention where he was or what he was doing. We've traveled everywhere from Roland to Zeiss, but we've heard no news of his whereabouts. Which I suppose makes it likely that he's still in the country. Pity. The army's currently under current terrorism activities, and they've made it difficult for us to do our job. With a former soldier like Cassius among us, I'd hoped it might smooth things over. Is something wrong? Well, actually, we know what's going on behind the scenes with all of that. We're going to tell you everything about what happened in Zeiss. Colonel Richard is behind everything. What's wrong? That's just a lot to take in. Colonel Richard is actually in control of the army? And the counterterrorism is just a big farce put on by the intelligence division? That's difficult to believe, but it's true. Talk with Kalika at the Zeiss branch, she'll confirm. It's alright. It's not that I don't believe you. On the contrary, a few pieces of the puzzle have just fallen right into place. However, Colonel Richard is an extremely popular man in this city. Though it pains me to say so, I've been sympathetic to him all this time. And the citizens would never dream that the Colonel could be involved in this. Figures. The Intelligence Division has played everyone for fools. The Bracer Guild cannot directly interfere with military matters, but neither can we simply stand back and watch. Do you accept the Professor's request? Absolutely. The question is, how do we get an audience with Her Majesty? That is an issue. Ordinarily, a guild letter alone would be enough to get you in. Really? No need to worry then. Ordinarily. I don't think it's going to be that simple this time. No matter how you look at it, the royal guards that are supposed to be protecting the castle are being treated as terrorists. You do understand what that means? I think that means... the Queen could be in danger. But what I was getting at is that the Colonel probably has a strong hold on Grancel Castle. What? Then how are we supposed to get in to talk to her? We could possibly sneak in like we did with the fortress, but I doubt they'd be so foolish to let that happen twice. Well, in that case, why don't we just try to act like normal? Why don't we try going in like normal and see what happens? If we play our cards right, we might just be able to get some useful information out of the gatekeeper. Fine by me, but just one piece of advice. Keep the fact that we want to see the Queen to yourself. If Colonel Richard gets wind of it, he'll likely cause us to no end of trouble. And I believe it would be a good idea to keep this whole matter under wraps for the time being. We just gather more intelligence. Just so you know, the Royal Castle is just off the main street directly to the north. Go ahead and get what information you can, but use the utmost caution. Got him, Mr. Alanan. I honestly thought that was a woman with the hair, but okay. But now I see the ruffles on his shirt now. There are no requests. That's different. No requests currently. I wonder if there's actually any side quests in Grancel. It might just be straight to it. It's gorgeous. I guess it really is fit for a queen. It's not just pretty, it's also solidly built. For instance, look at the main gate. Yeah, I don't think getting through there would be an easy task. Which means, I guess we're going to have to talk to the soldiers. Steel your nerves and let's give it a shot. Okay. Hello there. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Grancel Castle. Please state your business. We're just getting here from Roland. We're taking in the sights, you might say. We are wondering, is there a chance, if there was a chance that we might get a tour of the castle? I get it. I'm sorry, but access to the castle is restricted to authorized personnel. Security's been tighter, what with the terrorism scares. Once the terrorists were caught, tours will probably open up again. Really? Damn. Well, there goes my dream of seeing the Queen in real life. Not necessarily. She always addresses the people from her terrace during the birthday celebration. You could see her then. Fair warning though, Her Majesty hasn't been in the best health these days. I don't know if she'll be able to manage her traditional greeting. Huh? Is Her Majesty ill? Yes. I hear it's because of the stress. Or maybe from the shock of learning the Royal Guardsmen were involved in a terrorist plot. She hasn't been seen much lately. I believe she's resting in her quarters. Oh. Damn the Guardsmen. How can they just turn traitor like that? Never did like the damned elitist jerks anyway. But Lieutenant Schwartz was always so kind and considerate to everyone. She even taught us court etiquette and how to wield a sword. It's hard for me to picture someone like that as a terrorist. Of course it's hard. She probably left because she felt responsible for her men's actions. Poor Lieutenant Schwartz. You don't suppose. These two had a little crush on the lieutenant, do you? Seems so. Anyway, yes, the castle is off limits. Sorry, but you can't go inside right now. I guess that's that. I'm just a tad bit worried. If Her Majesty has taken sick, who's seeing her daily affairs with running the country? That's certainly a natural enough for concern. For now, there's someone acting as her proxy, on paper anyway. How's that work? Literally on paper. I can't picture someone like him ever making any real government decisions. Watch what you say. Though I'll admit I would have thought that the duty would fall to the princess. And you tell me to watch what I say. What was that? Speak of the devil. Oh, it's the Duke, asshole. Kinda like this guy. I've never been so insulted. The tournament should have already begun, and I'm not there. Philip, why don't you take me there sooner? This is all your fault. I'm terribly sorry, Your Grace, but I was merely trying to look after your mental well-being. For the last few days, you've been in a banquet hall, drinking and singing, consuming exclusively beer and donuts while reading your morning comics. This guy is a man-child. I feel that it should have come no surprise that you overslept. Silence, Philip. I'm not in the mood to listen to your griping, whatever. As the future king, I can do what I want, whenever I want. Time is short. Come now. We must hurry to the Grand Arena. By any chance was that... We know. Don't even say it. That was His Grace, the Duke, acting as proxy. Suddenly, I fear for the entire country. Well, don't worry too much. He was a very reliable assistant. Has a one, anyway. And it's thanks to him that we haven't had any major incidents. Do tell. Colonel Richard of the Royal Army Intelligence Division. Since the Duke is more of the playboy of short, the Colonel handles all government affairs. I knew it. They're pushing harder into the core of the kingdom than I expected. So try not to let this whole thing get you down. The Colonel, Grancel's got plenty to offer, Yeah, you're in the royal city after all. Just go at your own pace. You're right, we will. Thank you both for your kindness. Well, that was informative. I can't believe that the Duke is supposed to be acting on behalf of the Queen, though. The real power is probably in the hands of the Colonel. What's more, no one around him has any clue that he's the one pulling the strings. Being able to control the flow of information must be an extremely useful tool. You're not supposed to envy the enemy. And anyway, it looks like the Duke is going to that tournament. Can we go? Yeah. If have nothing else, we have to keep an eye on what's going on. Eastern Bloc. So right now we're just moving about the city. Give me a second. Thought I heard something. It wasn't anything important. That's the embassy. This is probably the arena. Yep. Let's go in. Duke has a private room at the top. Thank you for your patience. The 7th round is starting now. Blue team. Border Patrol. 2nd Regiment team. Okay. This one's a team outing. I was kind of hoping I would get to play this out, but no.
By my art, become hard as steel. By my art, be calming as ocean waves.
Winner is Kurt's team. Knockout. Go Karna! That was a good match. The Toadgers moved well, but the Bracers are better at working as a team. Yeah, you could use their moves for a teaching lesson. Wow. I don't know what it is, but watching martial artists at work really gets me hyped. I wish we had put off going to the castle. I would have liked to have seen this from the beginning. I know how you feel. But part of being an adult is putting one's feelings aside in favor of doing what needs to be done. Well, I like not being an adult yet. Team Raven is Captain Bedlam. Oh, it's these assholes. Zin. Oh! Yeah, I think he'll be just fine. I think they're tickling him. What happened? I blinked and missed it. Looks like I was worrying over nothing. His build, speed, and technique make him a real force to be reckoned with. For anyone else, though, I'd say the 4-on-1 was insane. Seriously. My dear ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your efforts in today's fine matches. I regret that the government affairs forced me to miss half of them. But I was there for the second half, and what I saw was exciting and enjoyable display of technique and talent. I don't know what that sound was. The distressing news of recent terrorist activities has had an unfortunate impact on Her Majesty's health. But I ask you to take heart. She has entrusted her government duties to me, Duan von Oslies, and I will do all that I can to live up to your expectations. Let us all remember the spirit and enthusiasm we feel during this competition and recall it in days ahead. I hope you'll enjoy tomorrow's No Holds Barred Battle Royale. I'm not used to hearing the Duke speak so decently to people. He probably memorized something written by the Intelligence Division. Winner of the competition will not only receive a prize of Mira, but will also get a special gift from me. Are you sure that's wise? You be silent. This is a fine opportunity to show generosity. The gift is to be a written invitation to the royal court dinner at Grancel Castle to be held in 3 days. Sadly, Her Majesty's presence will be missed, but it will be attended by celebrated persons of great renown. Arrangements have been made for only the finest and royal and noble cuisine to be served. I trust that this will serve as an incentive for those competing to excel in advance. Joshua, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, it'd be ideal if Karna got that invitation. If they win the championship, they'll be allowed into the castle. They'll be above board. This would give her a chance to get that message to Her Majesty. Or are you thinking something else? No, that's it. But I hate the idea of leaving someone else to deliver the professor's message. Beggars can't be choosers. I have no objections. Shall we try to catch them in the waiting room before they leave? Karna, hi everyone, congrats for making it through the preliminaries. Hey, it's the new kids. Hey guys. Yo, you here to watch the fights? Yes, and we had a chance to see yours. Great match. Thanks, I'm glad to hear you say that. I don't get the sudden change to make the team competition though. Me neither, it's weird. But it's been okay so far. All of our members are in one piece. Master Zin must be worried, though. You know Zin? I don't know if I'd say that, but I know the name. He's a famous bracer in the Republic. People call him Zin the Immovable. He apparently came to Liberl specifically to be in this tournament. Then the promoters threw a wrench in the works and changed it from a single to a team. And I'm betting that His Grace is the one behind that. Either way, Master Zen still had no choice but to register as a one-man team. Okay. The Duke is a pain in the ass no matter where it goes. No argument there. Still, this is going to make it hard for him to really show what we can do. No kidding. It's too bad that no one will be around to fight besides him. Say, well, maybe. What just happened? You all got this creepy, serious look. We were thinking. What would you say of teaming up with Zen in the later no-holds-barred fights? Well, Wait, what? Teaming up with him, is that even allowed? It's not his fault that the rules of the competition were changed at the last minute. If one of the core rules can be changed, then I think we've got some wiggle room. There really are no other bracers available. Sherazard's busy and haven't been able to contact Agate. Similar story for everyone else. I don't think Cassius is even in the country. If those two joined up, they'd probably be accused of cheating. On general principle, our chances of beating that team would be 10,000 to 1. Anyway, we should focus on what's ahead rather than what ifs. Find Zen before the day's out, and if he agrees to let you join him, you should still have plenty of time to register. Okay. Bye-bye, newbies. Here's hoping we get to see you in the ring. What do you think, Estelle? I sure went from talking shop to something else entirely. Are you okay? Yeah! Yeah! That's it, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, almighty Adios, thank you for his bountiful favor. You're correct. Think about it, we can win the martial arts competition. And we can help Zen in the process. Not to mention, check out that awesome castle. And be part of a big, final, ultimate, super duper intense battle royale. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. You really want this that badly. We haven't even entered yet, much less made it to the final match. It would be nice to be able to handle the professor's request ourselves, though, assuming we even made it through. Don't confuse the issue with the facts. Would you settle down for 2 seconds, please? Let's go back to the guild and report. He's also the most likely one to know where Zen is. Oh yeah, Zen requested the bracers send him some help in hands. I hadn't said anything to you guys since you're working that request for the professor, but thanks to the whim of His Grace, we can handle both tasks. Nice to see his selfishness work out in our favor for once. What do you think about participating in the arts competition? Well, I think that there is merit in allowing a skill which is practiced to be used with restraint. And with the 2 bracer teams participating, our chances of gaining access to the castle are doubled. You needn't even get to the others involved unless you lose. Personally, I think it's a splendid idea. And it's my kind of encouragement. Where is Zen? More often than not, he's in the bar down the street. Barring that, he stays at the Calvert Embassy. Okay, and they're going to cover the cost of the room. Cool. I think to the west block. Well, this is certainly a bar. This is a coffee house. This is just a house. And that's the cathedral. Harbor District is closed off. Yeah, I'm trying to find where the embassy is, you dingus. Might be in the northern block. There is another embassy here. That was the Arbonian embassy. That's the Grand Arena. I don't know where I'm going. That's the Calvardian embassy. I almost peed myself. I was like, holy crap, Ian, and man, he's a grizzly. Yeah, he is a pretty big fella. Oh, but he's real friendly. He gave me a meat bun when I told him I was hungry during my shift one day. Yeah, he's a kind guy, and you can really count on him like a brother. Indeed. So can we see him? Sorry. He actually stepped out again after returning. He said he had business to take care of. Looking for a place to meditate and prepare for the tournament. The scenic route. The old forest path has a feeling to it not unlike a park, and being a monster infested makes it a good training spot. Okay, the Ebre scenic route. Cool. Let's go track him down. The city's a little confusing to navigate, but it's not too bad, I guess. Not a record either. It sounds like someone's playing inside. I feel like I've heard that melodies before. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's Olivier. Yep. Oh joy, it's Olivier. Still, I always figured his talk of being a musician was just a bunch of hot air. He's pretty good. I guess he really wasn't kidding. Yeah, I'm kind of in shock. That was a little number I call Amber Amour. It was originally a simple interlude in an opera whose name doesn't matter. I infused it with a power of love and devotion, and I invite all of you to tip your ears and drink deep of that power. I take it all back. He's just a weirdo. And now I feel all dirty for letting the song get to me. It's nice to see you again, Olivier. What brings you to the royal city? I could little resist the pull of this place. It drew me here as the sirens' fallen tears are swept through the rivers of the sea. So here I stand, my raven-topped highness, reunited with you at last. You really haven't changed at all. That's enough out of you. If I have to be subject to this, let's at least sit down for a minute. acting all smug and dandy, totally oblivious to how tactless you are. My dear Estelle, how I've missed that absolutely obstinate, irritability you so thoroughly embody. Weren't you and Shara supposed to be in Roland? When did you get here? About a month ago, I believe. After we parted company, Shara and I spent short yet blissful time in Roland. But alas, the overwhelming spirit of wanderlust that courses through my veins eventually got the better of me. 'Twas all I could do to pull away from weeping, darling Shara, to protect her from being swept away to this blazing, dazzling wonder. What amazes me is that you can say all of that with a straight face. I'm betting that she drank you under the table every night until you finally decided to run with your tail between your legs. And then you figured you'd try your luck at drinking with Aina. But you didn't know about Aina, did you, Olivier? She's one of Shara's closest friends, works the information desk at the Roland branch, and as far as drinking goes, she's the only person I've ever seen who could outdo Shara. Come on, dear Estelle. I've never met this person you speak as Aina. Absolutely not. You might want to try to say that again, only without your voice cracking. Okay, Estelle, enough teasing. I'm sure it was a very trying time for him. An affinity for spirits greater than Shara. Hateful ambition. Why dost thou arm thy darkest agents with smiles so alluring? Flashback much? And so begins the tale of Aina, Olivier's most tragic ballad. Indeed. Anyway, you've come after completing your tour of the surrounding regions, I assume. Mayhap you've seen something of interest? Well, we've seen a lot of stuff, but it's not easy to just sum up in a few words. Besides, we're kind of looking for someone, so we can catch up with them. Can we catch up another time? And might I inquire as to whom this is? His name's Zen. He's from the Republic to participate in the competition. We know he spends a good amount of time in local bars, so maybe you've met him? Oh yes, I recall him. Large as a bear, with the disposition not to match. I have bore witness to the continuance of several occasions, but alas, today he has not bear any sign of him. In other words, he hasn't been here yet. He could have gone to the scenic route then. Then shall we proceed there at once? Oh great, Olivier's with me. At least he can hold his own. How is it a matter of course for you to come with us? Please, don't be cruel. Beyond my uses as a traveling companion, I also wish to assist in the manhunt. Unless, of course, you two want to be alone. What? Oh my, such an unsophisticated child. But when you blossom to your full potential, you shall be a woman to be reckoned with. And a quite desirable one, I'd wager. What are you trying to say? Well... Just knocks the shit out of him. What the... Sir, speak to me! No good, he's not waking up. Estelle? You know, no matter how angry someone makes you, you're not allowed to brain them. Especially not in public. It was all flash, no impact. I didn't do any real damage. It seems that Estelle is a very shy individual. He doesn't seem to be hurt. Okay, let's get back to searching. We do not have time to mess around. Let's go to the scenic route. Okay, but why is she mad at me? Oh, that was funny. That was really funny. I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky as I track down the big old bear known as Zen. But until then, I'm the Dark Seraph signing off.